Hey everybody, it's Chad from Stick's Blog. I'm Stick, and today I'm working on my Z-Packs Hexamid Solo Plus 10 again. Most of you probably know I got the Hexamid 10 a little while back, and I seam sealed it, and after putting it out in some rain and stuff, I realized that there was a couple of spots I didn't quite hit with the seam seal. So I decided that I wanted to try and tape the tent. So a little while back I ordered some tape from Joe. This is the 1-inch tape that he sells on his website. It's like $2.95 or something for a 54-inch length. Comes in 1-inch wide strips. Now the tape that he sells on his website is he uses the 0.51 per ounce per square yard Cuban in the green. I asked him if I could get the 0.34 in the white so that it would kind of match my tent, because I didn't want green stripes running up and down my tent. So probably can't see it real well, maybe you can. I've went ahead and I've taped this tie out here. I'm going to go ahead and tape the rest of the tie outs, and then I'm going to tape the two main seams that goes down the tent. So real quick, I'm just going to position this here. Let's see here. I'm going to work on this one now. Yeah, you can see that. And it's really quite simple to do. All I'm doing is just measuring my tape so that it overlaps just a little bit on the edges. Be real careful with the scissors so that you don't get the tent. And then just cut it. So far just doing the one other. It's not a precise, it's not precision type thing. You just kind of eyeball it. But it's not a precision thing, but I'm going to say that I like this much better than the seam seal. I think it's going to be more effective in my opinion. You see it just peels off there. First I'm going to put a little piece on this main, the big part of the guy out, or the where he really reinforced it there. That way when I put the rest of them around the edges, it'll kind of catch these corners here. And just so you know, I'm doing the inside of the tent. I've turned it inside out, and this is actually the inside of the tent here. Reason being is because I've already seam sealed the outside, and I'm not sure if this tape would work over the seam seal. I don't know how well you can see that, but this was the double-sided tape. He put the Cuban fiber right here, and the other side sticky. So, and then I just make sure that I put it to where it goes over the edge of the Cuban, and I just make sure I got it pushed down real good. The only concern that I have with this is I'm wondering that if over time, since this is on the inside, if over time water will seep through there and get in there and eventually just work this tape loose. So that's just something I'm gonna have to see. But I am figuring that since it is seam sealed on the other side, it's not going to come through real easily, if that makes sense. It's seam sealed on the other side, so it shouldn't just, there shouldn't be a whole lot of water coming through to begin with. And really the main places that I found leaks was along the main seam. Now then cut me two little pieces to go across here. Like I said, it's not an exact science. One other downfall to this is, of course, I may have mentioned it already, I don't know, but I'm adding weight to the tent by doing this. I've already seam sealed it, and now I am adding tape to it, so it's more weight. But to me it's more important that the tent be waterproof, even at the cost of another ½ ounce or whatever this is going to amount to. once I get done taping everything, I will put it on my scales and weigh it. And I did ask Joe if it would be better to put the tape on while it's laying on the floor like this, or once it was set up, and he said if I have something hard to press against the tape, it'd be better, so that's one reason I'm doing it here. And there you go. I got that sealed up. So anyway, I'm gonna get the rest of this done and then put it on the scales and see what it comes out to. And I think after this is done, I think it's gonna be waterproof like I want it, and it's gonna be the perfect tent. Alright, well there you have it. I've now taped up all the seams except for the two along the side edges and the one where the beak attaches to the tent and the mesh is sewn in there. And the reason I didn't do that one is because I didn't want to fool around trying to put the tape over the mesh and all that other stuff. So before I did this, when I first got the tent, it weighed 15 ounces even with the seam seal and everything that I had on it, and since I've taped it, it now weighs 15.8 ounces. So added another 0.8 ounces to the tent, but at least it should be waterproof now, and it should be pretty much ready to go. So anyway, in my opinion, I would ask to get it taped either by Joe or order some of the tape and do it yourself. I found that taping it was very simple. I did it myself. It took me about 45 minutes to do everything. It's really a simple thing to do. I like the 1-inch tape. He sells the tape that you can buy 1/2-inch strips, and then you can buy a Cuban and make your own tape. I chose to get the 1-inch strips that he already had pre-made, and like I said, I added the .34 white Cuban. I was hoping that that would cut back a little bit of the weight. On the website, Joe listed at 0.18 ounces, I believe, per 54-inch length. Based on what I've done here, it comes out to about 0.2 ounces per 54-inch length, and like I said, that was in the .34 Cuban rather than the .51, which is listed on site. So a little bit of difference there, but you know, it's what it is. I'm still happy with it. I just wish I would have done it to begin with. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, post them below. Till then, we'll see you. Thanks.